Hello, welcome to PlayStation Access. My name's Nathan, and I'm here with Holly.
Hey, guys.
Holly, this is something that we saw earlier on today at the PlayStation Showcase here at E3 in 2017. This is the new God of War.
Oh, my God.
And it looked like, what I love at this stage is that I kind of guessed that it was God of War because we hadn't seen it yet, but that was enough. Ooh, a bit of red on a man.
Oh, it's got to be.
And everyone went mad, and I spent a while thinking, how does he keep that axe on his back? And then, before I could really answer that, his son was revealed. His son has got a name now.
Yes, can you
I've
remember
been looking
it?
him up, yeah, Atreus, and he is part of the House of Atreus. It's a cursed house. And there is like a whole thing that he does in Greek mythology, but I don't think that this is... I think they've just taken the name, and that this history is going to be slightly different.
Well, we do talk about him being cursed, actually, and you did just mention a cursed house. And with the Norse mythology coming into this, I wouldn't be surprised, maybe we're overthinking it, maybe we're not.
Ooh. Well, that's what these trailers are here, to make us overthink stuff. And what the stuff that we came out of the conference and we were all saying was that it's amazing how they're kind of drip feeding this. A year ago, they kind of set up, hey, Norse mythology, which had been rumoured for a while. He's got a son, he's now a father figure, there's a new side to him, plus all that kind of the action and the combat which we're used to. And now just this layering on top of that, bits of the world, bits of the kind of extra kind of gameplay stuff that Atreus is going to be part of. Because I think, as you were talking about earlier on, slightly worried that he's just going to be companion guy, and that you're going to be looking after him.
Just don't want to. I love this. I love this little scene.
Yeah.
I just thought it was such a throwback.
Looking at himself. I wonder what he's been doing.
I was so happy with this because while I'm loving the all the violence, but while I'm so digging the story and I'm loving this father figure, I'm loving the idea of him caring for Atreus and them on this journey together. But also reassure me that there's just some damn good God of War violence.
Do you know, I came to the original God of War late, and the shield was really good.
That was so cool.
It was one of the moments that really got the crowd going tonight. I came to it quite late, and I remember thinking, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this now I've come to it late. And the smoothness of the combat, and just how slick and...
Look at that! He shot that lightning bolt, and then it just... sorry.
There must be clues in there as to who he is, and what kind of lineage he has, and where he fits into the whole... I mean, obviously,
That! Oh, yes!
Got to do, I guess, Zeus and Thunderbolts, and that whole lineage is going on. I like this as well. I've forgotten how much Kratos has to take a punishing in these games.
I know, he really does. But I do like that the Kratos is just coming down to being a bit more relatable.
Bit of a comedy moment.
Sorry,
as well.
This I loved. I just thought it just...
That guy's...
But look how pretty that is.
I know. Well, one of the other things, because we're getting towards the... Oh, no, wait, there's more cool combat. But the large things, that's what all I'm going to describe them as. Large, and the largest thing is at the end of the trailer. But... it brought me back, God of War 3 and climbing on the Titan, that kind of stuff. No game does kind of scale in the same way that I think God of War has traditionally done.
Not with the pace. Obviously, you want to scale, you got, Shadow of the Colossus, which weirdly is also at this conference.
It's true.
When you want to scale. But, there's something, again, there's a speed and an aggression with God of War, which they sort of really take and own. Because it's easy, you can make really aggressive games, but to make them, that right there is high fantasy, absolutely gorgeous.
And it's not the kind of thing you'd normally associate with a God of War game, which, this is spreading off in different directions. And this is actually the moment that I was talking about, Holly, because this reminded me more than anything of the massive adventures that I've had with Kratos in the past, where you kind of cling on to, just a bit of something, and then eventually it's like the elbow point of a man the size of the sun. And it had that kind of vibe to it, and I had no idea what this thing was going to be. I was racking my brain thinking, what in Norse mythology is that big and has eyes like that?
And it is the serpent as big as the world.
Yeah, the world serpent.
But I loved then, the serpent is speaking, and Kratos is again, have a little comedy moment, because what's he saying?
Yeah.
And Atreus can hear it.
I know, and it hints back to where Atreus has come from, where he's been living, the ability that he has and their relationship. Obviously, Kratos is relying on him for some stuff, and all of that is, stuff that we're going to obviously be digging into in the main story, and I'm very excited to find out about.
Hype,
big hype. Plus, we're going to be hopefully seeing a bit more of it this week, so we're going to be able to give you more information about God of War, just besides us being really excited about it. So that was the trailer which they showed at the PlayStation Showcase here at E3 2017. Holly, thank you for chatting through that with me. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned to the channel. We've got loads more coming up this week.